Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are tuning in. Thank you so much for joining me in this very brief introductory video on, or introducing rather, a 12-week online meditation program that I'm offering on the topic of loving kindness, or metta. Metta is a Sanskrit word, a Pali word that translates to kindness or friendliness or really a heartfelt warmth. And this is a 12-week immersive online meditation program. It runs from October 1st, 2023 to December 17th. So I have some slides here that I've prepared, and I'm just going to move through the slides and speak to each slide as we go. So enjoy the journey here. Oops. So loving kindness, or I actually prefer the term kindness because love is kind of a loaded word. And some people find a lot of resistance to loving kindness. But when it's reframed as kindness, some people find that a little bit easier to work with. We'll be exploring both in the 12 weeks that we'll have together. But in the Buddhist tradition, loving kindness really makes up only 25% of a much larger practice known as the Brahma Viharas. Brahma Vihara is a Sanskrit term that translates to the dwelling of the gods, the dwelling of the gods. So essentially, in the practices of loving kindness, we're cultivating a set of tools that allow us to create this home of kindness that we can reside in. So in addition to this practice of kindness, the Brahma Viharas also includes compassion, boundless joy, and equanimity. Now, although we won't be focusing on the other three qualities of the Brahma Viharas in this course, those qualities do tend to resonate. And so we'll be focusing primarily on loving kindness, but very often people report when doing these practices a deeper sense of compassion, a deeper sense of joy, and also this way of being in the world where we don't take our judgments and preferences so seriously. A lot of benefit in that. So anytime I ever give any kind of talk on loving kindness or metta, I read what's known as the Metta Sutta. And this is the text that the Buddha offered around this practice of loving kindness. I also want to mention here, by the way, that this 12-week online program is completely secular. Although I've mentioned the Buddha now 2 or 3 times, when I offer these practices, I offer them in a non-sectarian voice. So people from any religion or no religion, anyone can benefit from these practices. And I often like to mention that the Buddha wasn't teaching to Buddhists, right? So, okay, here is the Metta Sutta. This is what should be done. By those who are skilled in goodness and who know the path of peace, let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in their speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm, and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove, wishing, in gladness and in safety may all beings be at ease, whatever living beings there may be, whether they be weak or strong, omitting none. The great or the mighty, the medium, the short or the small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none, through anger or ill will, wish harm upon another, even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child. So, with a boundless heart, should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading through the skies and downward to the depths, outward and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding. By not holding on to fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desire, is freed from repetitive existence. I love that last stanza. It's such a great and very clear hint at how we can begin to cultivate this boundless quality of kindness for all beings. Right? By not holding to our fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, freed from attraction, aversion, indifference, is freed from repetitive existence. I could speak for an hour on that alone, or longer than an hour, but this isn't a formal teaching. This is just an introduction to the retreat. But we will be exploring the Metta Sutta quite extensively over the 12 weeks in the program. So how do we do this? Not only will we be exploring loosening our attachment to our fixed views, as was recommended in the Metta Sutta, but we'll also be offering phrases of kindness, first to our own heart, and that's why the pronoun here on the screen is I. And after some time working with ourselves, we'll then expand out to include others as well. So I'll just read through the phrases quite swiftly here. And just as I'm reading through the phrases, just notice what's there for you. Maybe some resistance towards a phrase or two. There may be some openings. You may not feel much or anything at all, and that's also quite normal. So the metta phrases are, may I feel safe. May I feel safe. May I be happy. May I open to things just as they are. May I experience the world opening to me just as I am. May I welcome whatever arises. And so those phrases we offer to our heart in the silence of meditation. Now, I kind of just read through the phrases there, but in the practice, there's generally quite a bit of space in between each phrase. And the benefit of that is we can start to feel the resistances to the phrases. Oftentimes people think that's wrong if they're not feeling the kindness or not feeling some kind of warmth or openness. Those can come too, but it's also quite normal that there'll be resistances there. And so the practice allows us to become familiar with the ways that we resist kindness. And in that knowing, we can put those resistances aside. Okay. So the very traditional format that I'll be offering as a feature of this course is, again, we start by offering our self-kindness, then loved ones, people we like, people we're fond of, also could be a pet, people that we don't know, neutral people, people who challenge us, people who we consider threatening or we're averse to for whatever reason. And then we offer kindness to the entire world, always including ourselves, too. The entire world, including ourselves. And the tools we will be using to explore this map and bringing kindness to the entire world. We'll be using tools drawing from the Theravada and Mahayana Buddhist traditions, also from modern psychology and neuropsychology, also neuroplasticity. And everything that I offer, including this 12-week course, is offered within a trauma-sensitive framework. And I've studied quite deeply different modalities of working around trauma. I've studied with Dr. David Trelevin and Dr. Peter Levine and Stephen Porges, Pat Algan. And so I've really made great strides to cultivate a deep respect for the energy of trauma. And I bring that deep respect to everything that I offer, including this program. And everything that I offer is secular based. It's modern, it's contemporary, and there's no particular faith or religion being brought forth. Now, admittedly, I'd have to say 85 to 90% of my training is in the Buddhist traditions, and so I generally speak from that voice. But I'm not pushing the religious aspect, but just kind of stripping away the religious aspect and offering the teachings in this secular, non-sectarian way. Very, very passionate about that. Who benefits from a course like this? Anyone. Anyone who's interested in widening their circle of care to include ourselves and the rest of the world. And any level of meditation experience is welcome. Beginners, some experience, a lot of experience, very experienced. Everyone's welcome. So let's break down the bottom line here. Again, the course is Lovingkindness, the heart of the matter. And it is a 12-week immersive online meditation program. I use the word immersive there because it's live. None of the sessions are pre-recorded. Now, well, let me speak to the dates and times first, and I'll come back to that. So October 1st to December 17th. And we're meeting just once a week, Sundays from 12 noon to 2:30 p.m. East Coast time. The fee of $119 includes all 12 weeks. It also includes one-to-one sessions with myself. You are free to attend all of the live sessions or some of the live sessions, a few of the live sessions or none of the live sessions. It's really up to you. They are given over Zoom and they are recorded. So if you have to miss a few sessions or all the sessions or many sessions, it doesn't matter. You can catch up and keep up with the course. Or if you want to, you don't have to do any of the sessions and do the course later when perhaps the timing is better for you. And everything that I do, again, is offered within a compassionate, secular, and trauma-informed environment. So I think that brings me close to the end. I did want to mention this quote from Nat King Cole in the hit song Nature Boy. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. And so with that, I'll ring the bell and close us out. Thank you. No, hope to see you on the retreat.